Okay, so the encrypted decryptor is finished. We have a file here, one of the Burmark files, I think it is. Just some usage video on it, and then I'll send the files out to either end. So the file size itself is teeny weeny weeny. You have the encryptor at 46 kilobyte and the viewer at 45 kilobyte. And the DLL for the routines is 473 kilobytes. So all up, you're looking under 520 kilobyte, whether you're the viewer or the encryptor. It's very, very small, but don't let that belie the fact that it's very powerful. I'm going to start both instances up. I'm going to start the encryptor, which looks like so. I'm going to start the viewer, which is going to be the client end, which looks like so. So this would be at the IJM end, where we encrypt a file to send to a client, and this would be at the client end, where they would unlock that file to view it. It unlocks the file internally, it never writes it to disk anywhere, and when you close the program, the file is gone. The encrypted file is DS64-bit, also with some LZ encryption secondary to that, so cracking it would be quite a feat. So to show the usage, you might want to preview the file. So actually let's export a file first. So you just grab whatever you have, the users on our end would grab that, do an export. I've got an export folder, I'm going to call it exported file. I'm going to go save, and I'm going to go OK, and I'm going to go OK. Alright, so that's been exported. I'm going to minimize this to show you how the encryption works. Alright, so let's preview a file. We can preview that exported file. It's in here. Alright, the color is blue to remind me which interface I'm working in. I made the decision not to color files on purpose. You'll notice in here it's yellow. Not to color them with metallic or shiny colors because it detracts from looking at the technical details of a file, and the only reason you would send a file to a client is exactly to look at technical details, so you don't want them being bamboozled by all kinds of shiny reflections. Alright, so if you're happy that the file export has been okay and you're happy to send this to the client, just click the, you have to first enter a 8-letter encryption key. I use Vahe's surname for this particular one. As long as there's 8 letters in there, it can be random, anything you like, just needs 8 letters. Click encrypt, grab the exported file, and it's now been encrypted as encrypted.obj. Right, so that's the file you would send to your client. I'll show you what it looks like inside there. So there's the encrypted file. Show you how this works. Let's dump that out of there. Press delete. Let's move that over. Let's bring the exported file in. Whoops. Okay, so the file we exported from Rhino, we can obviously re-import. There it is. Okay. So happiness is we're good to go on that. Let's have a look if we can import the encrypted file. If this imports now, I'll be quite embarrassed. Alright, so same thing. It says it's imported because I left the headers intact in the file. The garbage, the content, however, is garbage. There's nothing there. Rhino command cell all would select anything if it was there. No objects added. Alright, so that file, for all intents and purposes, is exactly the same size as the other one. All the information is there, it's just been DS encrypted. So that file is safe to send over the internet to the client. The client will have this viewer, put their name in, whatever it is you want to do with that. They need to have your password for this. In this case it's Kazarian for that file, and let's open the file for decryption. This is the encrypted file, and it will open inside the viewer. The decrypted file is not left. Let's open that folder. It doesn't write a temp file to the hard drive anywhere. The encryption is done internally in a memory stream and opened from the memory stream. So the file is in a random position in memory each time, depending on what was in memory when you executed this program. Being able to strip it from memory would be quite a feat as well. So the client can now view this. Like I said before, don't let the small file size belie how powerful the 3D viewer is. This will run on really old machines backwards to DirectX 9 with fairly small specifications. You can open it up full screen. You're not going to see the full screen, and give it a bit of a swing, and you can tell that there's no lag, there's no issues. It's a very, very fast viewer. Alright, come right in on whatever detail you want to see. Set it for a bit of a spin and off it'll go. Okay, when the client closes the thing, the file is gone. Easy as that. Cheers, Chris out.